talk a bit more about what kind of the mood is on campus surrounding this team, especially with all the rumors, which we know when there's smoke, there's fire. This team going to the SEC.
Yeah, I'd say the mood on campus is that everyone and their mother wants them to move to the SEC. Um, it, I and I don't necessarily blame them because the Big 12 doesn't look very stable right now, and I would say that the number one choice for everyone would be the Big Ten, but it doesn't seem like the Big Ten necessarily wants another member at this point.
Wait a minute,
And
really? That's the first ever. What's the reasoning for that? Why do all the fans want to go to the Big Ten? I haven't heard that. Why is that?
well, for a couple of reasons, just it makes more sense from an academic standpoint for the school because the Big Ten um, has a lot more members in the AAU, and they're seen as much more prestigious academic conference, and geographically it seems to make more sense. And also competitively, Missouri probably would have a better chance of competing in the Big Ten than if it went to the SEC, where it would probably be one of the 11th, maybe the 11th best team in that conference. So,
I like how you put that, the 11th best team in that conference. I mean, honestly, right now, the SEC is a crapshoot. I mean, it really is. Year in, year out, you're going to have your Bamas. Florida's going to be in the mix as well every single year. But we have seen teams kind of make leaps, kind of make jumps. I mean, it's a possibility. So with that being said, do you think that people are nervous about going to the SEC then, or what?
I'd say so.
Really?
Yeah, I'd say that they are fairly nervous. I'd say they're excited to get out of the Big 12, but and they're excited for a new conference. But if they do end up going to the SEC, I'd say fans are slightly nervous because the competition. Missouri hasn't been seen as a big football powerhouse, only in the last 10 years. So we have a lot to prove, and going to the SEC will only make things a bit tougher. But at the same time, it's an exciting challenge, I think, and I think that's what the fans are kind of excited for.
I was going to say, I think that's what people are really excited for is, the fans. I mean, let's be serious here. If you can get every other week an Alabama, an LSU, and Auburn, a Florida coming to Columbia, I think
Right.
fans are going to want to see that. I think they're going to want to see that trifold much more than, well, maybe seeing Baylor come to town. That's just
Right.
me, right?
No, I completely agree. It'll be very interesting. The Mizzou fans aren't necessarily known as a fantastic traveling fan base, so it'll be interesting to see what it'll be like if they end up having to travel to like Auburn or something like that.
Yeah.
But no, I think the fans would be very interested to see kind of a change of pace because it is more exciting to see schools like Alabama coming here instead of like Texas Tech. So
Yeah. Well, especially if Texas Tech is going to be, covering the buses with horse manure like they did to A&M. So that's
exactly.
one way to really look at it.